The opinions in this podcast are solely those of the creators and do not reflect the opinions of the filmmakers involved. If you are of legal drinking age, feel free to have a drink with us, but please do drink responsibly. You're listening to Cole-astic Cinema.
Oh, what's in the box?
I've got 1 round.
Hey, don't open that! It's an alien planet! Is there air? You don't know!
With your host, Fabian Salazar,
And then the fucking dragon came and was like, well, I'm burning all your food now.
and Cole Butterfield,
It's a great way of taking liberty with the actual history of the fact that vampires do exist.
where we talk about movies.
Most of the time.
So they're
Like,
described
who the
as a
fuck is
dragon.
going to buy a Time magazine?
Yeah.
Like, if this is the end, who the fuck is buying a Time magazine right now?
So come along for a ride and have fun.
I love him, but he's such a dick sometimes. Such a dogmo.
I'm just mostly disappointed he didn't fart to get the door open.
If he farted that loud, I was like, guys, we gotta...
I think we
We
got to
might
get
have
that
to-
blood work redone.
we might have to take Mo to the vet real quick. But, I
Did
don't
you
know.
fart? Did you fart?
Did you fart? No.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
Phantom farts.
Gotta check. When in doubt, check behind the door. But
And what's behind door number 1? Oh, it's a Mo.
it's a dog Mo.
It's a Mo.
It's a big old dog Mo.
He's got a bowl. He's ready to roll.
Got a bowl. He's ready to roll. He's dog. Welcome to Cole-astic Cinema.
Hey guys, welcome. It's going to be a Mo-centric episode today.
Yeah, it is.
Keeping himself in the background.
Mo's gonna chill with us this whole episode. I guess he's just laying here on the floor, and if you hear him breathing, keep count how many times you hear Mo in the background, and let us know what number you come up with in the comments.
We're
And,
definitely keeping track.
if you are right, we will send you a T-shirt.
Yes. We still got to work on those.
They're coming.
I do like the idea of nothing happened in the 70s
might-
as a t-shirt.
Yeah. You might get a coaster. The T-shirts are gonna take a minute, but a coaster.
Yeah.
I'll get some coasters going.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
man.
that'll be with the Patreon, and the Patreon's coming up soon, and Spotify's and the SoundCloud, DistroKid, all the fun,
All the places where you find your
all the
access to your
places,
podcasts.
the Apple Podcast is, and all the fun places where you listen to podcasts like
Spitfires, and, Audible.
Audible, Joe Rogan, yeah, just
Happy Madison
not even
Productions.
Universal, MGM,
New Line.
Paramount.
Streaming at all your local Cinemarks, but only the ones with 6 theaters for some reason.
Monkey Paw,
Monkey Bone, starring Brendan Fraser.
right, and fucking who else? God damn it, you got me. Damn it, I don't know. I don't remember anybody else that's in that movie.
I don't remember anybody else. I just remember Brendan Fraser and an animated monkey. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I was gonna try and keep the train rolling with that bit. That was a good bit.
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
a movie I haven't seen in so long. Kind of just
I actually watched it not too long ago.
really.
Yeah, I watched it like maybe 2 years ago or something, and it, like, I don't want to say it holds up, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
it's not bad, but it
It's
doesn't
bad.
hold up. I mean, it's
well,
bad.
it's bad.
It's a bad
but
movie.
it's not. It's not like bad.
It's like that's right around the time like you had like Bedazzled and shit with Brendan Fraser coming out.
Right.
A little bit of a decline in his.
Shout out to Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser. The Mummy movie terrified me as a child.
Yay! I fucking love that movie.
Oh, love the movie. Would watch it all the time, but just the part where the guy's like, my eyes and my tongue.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, that's a really, really good one.
Oh, it terrified the shit out of me
Yeah.
as a kid. It's like I can never watch it. I always had to look away, and then also
Oh, that I'm gonna put. Well, there's probably a better mummy quote that I can put in an intro.
I mean,
Oh no, I already have one.
The-
I have well, I'm not gonna spoil it.
oh yeah, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. You just have to listen to it. Yeah. Awesome movie. Yeah, no, terrified me as a child.
No, it was really good.
Yeah.
That one terrified Aaron and Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they got to see it. They went and saw it in theaters. I think they were like what 11 or something.
I did see the second one in theaters, and that was kind of disappointing.
Well, yeah, it was fine. Like I won't say the second one was good. Well, I don't want to say it was bad. Like it's fine.
I mean,
like,
it
really is
it's fine.
It's,
I see what it was
fine.
trying to do, like
Yeah.
connecting it all like past lives and stuff. It's the problem I have. Like, I think it was the first movie I started to realize where I hate where they just include the target audience in the movie.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it had in Iron Man 3 with like the little kid,
Right,
and this was
right.
like, this is your target audience. And, like that's never, like even in like cartoons and stuff, where, like a very modern cartoon like Thundercats, where you got Schnarf. It was Schnarf.
Snarf.
But obviously, he's clearly supposed to like target to the kids, like the
Yeah,
kid
yeah.
demographic and all that.
And
And-
like the Ewoks and
Yeah.
and Jar Jar and
yeah, but
all
never
that
cared
shit.
for any of those fucking characters. Like, why would I care? You've got Lion-O. Why would I give two shits about this stupid?
Right.
fucking-
But you gotta merchandise. You gotta have
Yeah,
the,
which you got to sell toys and shit, which I get. But like,
Yeah.
ain't no kid being like, oh my god, the fucking Snarf action figure. Yeah, let's go. Why is he the least human-like cat?
almost though like. But I can see myself as a kid being like, hell yeah, I got a Snarf.
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's also just exciting to have any toy. I guess as a kid.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Anyway, also, if it sounds like we sound better for this episode, we got brand new equipment and we are using it.
Digging it.
Digging
Using
it. Sounding a lot better. Sounding getting those upgrades. That podcast money is coming in.
Oh, here we go, man. It's nice.
So if you want to get in on this and help support us with bigger and better things, we'd love that and appreciate that.
I'd
So,
definitely like some new chairs.
yeah, some chairs would be great. We're just sitting on. Well, I'm sitting on a bar stool.
And I'm on what feels like porch furniture.
It is porch furniture, which I brought in from outside so we could have a chair.
Yes, I know how to fill chairs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take this ability on the road.
So yeah, if you want to support the podcast, please let us know, and we are welcome to donations, and we'll be having the Patreon up soon. And for those of you who subscribe to the Patreon, we will get you some gifts, some coasters, some T-shirts, some beer koozies. We will
Male thongs,
banana
hammocks, female thongs.
Oh, dude, you think about like just like
just thongs.
just some tight, well, not tighty whitey, but they'd be like tight underwear, black tight underwear, but on the ass it says nothing happened in the 70s.
It's nice. Just like solid black briefs with just
Yeah.
instead of juicy, it's nothing happened in the 70s.
Nothing happened. Dude, that would be sick. I can see that for our Patreon.
Oh yeah, instead of like other podcasts and things do like T-shirts and shit.
Oh damn it! We can't. I'm starting to like. I'm trying to get like a. We can't do like CC because that's Comedy Central, but
Yeah.
like something an offshoot of that, like Cole-astic Cinema, something. I don't know. Well, we have to get like a symbol or something so we can have like maybe like nipple pasties or
Ooh, yes.
like some fun shit. Because if we're a drunk podcast, we're drunk, we're like 21 and up. Let's fucking go for it.
I'm wearing your merch. Oh, you are? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm wearing a bra that has a C on one nipple and a C on the other. Nice. Thank you for supporting us.
Which was Coulson.
Colson. Phil Coulson.
Phil Coulson. Marvel. Comic Book Connection. It's not even connected to the movie that we're doing today, which is Reign of Fire.
Rain of Fire. Oh yeah, we're watching a movie today.
Yeah, we're not just here to test out new
Holy
mics
shit,
and bullshit.
we're like almost 10 minutes in. We haven't even introduced the movie yet.
Talk about fucking Thundercats and shit, Mo in the background.
well,
Yeah, no, we're watching a movie today, guys.
We are actually watching a movie today. We are watching Reign of Fire, like Cole said. It was made in 2002. It was directed by Rob Bowman. It was written by Greg Chabot, Kevin Peterka, and Mike Greenberg. You have three writers.
Oh, it definitely shows.
All right. Starring Matthew McConaughey, Christian Bale, Isabella Scurapico. Scurapico?
Scorpio.
Scurapico.
Scourge of Pico.
Scourging Pico.
Scourging
And Gerard Butler.
Love that band.
It was filmed in Ireland and the UK. A lot of Ireland, a lot of different locations in Ireland. It was made for 60 million.
It's made for $60,000, and it all went to the Dragons.
Yep. So it was made for $60 million. Made back $43 million in the American box office, and made back $82 million in the worldwide.
Oh damn near
office.
doubled the box office overseas. Wow.
Yeah, no,
can see
like
that.
this, like it bombed, but it didn't bomb overseas. So it was like, yeah, it's kind of one of those weird ones.
A lot of like American crappy, well, not necessarily crappy, but like any kind of crappy action movies definitely seem to do a lot better overseas.
Yeah, and also like I was reading up on all the bits and stuff, and like apparently like this is a sleeper. Like this is actually a decent movie, but
Interesting.
people passed up on because
Yeah.
it was like whatever.
Well, it's a little. I mean, if what I recall, like I haven't seen it since it first came out, so I was 11. Don't tell me how old you were. Keep your fucking mouth shut. I could see you wanting to bring it up. Yeah, there we go. Throw that on the.
That was it. That was the one I forgot. That was the one I legitimately forgot.
See, hey, yeah, we're nothing if not consistent. Every artist strives for consistency, consistently good product.
Age.
It's something I'm only getting more and more sensitive about the older I fucking get. I'm sure I'll get to a point where, no, I probably won't. That's
No.
what.
Come on.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
that's just a classic Cole thing. It's just, yeah.
Mo, you're being oddly quiet.
Oh, was it because we mentioned that you were on the podcast? Are you being shy?
Now you're being quiet.
I
Now
thought-
that we're actually recording.
I thought you were going to be the third host,
Dogmo?
third character.
Modog? Is he dead?
Nah, you can see the light rise and fall off the chest. I think he's just sleeping.
I think he's ignoring us. Now that we're actually giving him attention. Oh, he sighed. Look at that. He's sighing. Oh, now he's white.
There, that's what I thought. That's what I
That's
thought.
what I thought, Dogmo. I'm a dog. Okay, so getting back to the movie, I don't know anything about this movie. This is the first time hearing of it, actually.
Is this something I drunkenly brought up when it came to like bad movies for us to watch?
Yes, but also like I was really curious, but also like I know this is one I've never even heard of. I don't know anything about, so I'm kind of excited to walk into it blind.
Well, especially with the cast that you have, and also given the time when they were like, this is right before Batman. This is prime Matthew McConaughey not doing a romantic comedy.
Right. This is right before
I think this is right before Jerry Butler does 300. I mean,
this is a couple years before 300.
yeah, so this is probably shortly after Phantom of the Opera.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about. Yeah,
Yep, he's the Phantom in Phantom of
He
the Opera
is the
movie.
Phantom.
And
He
you're
is the
awesome,
Phantom.
and Patrick fucking Wilson.
yay! I like Patrick
I
Wilson.
don't know why. I don't know what it is. It's just we've had this conversation before. We're gonna have it again. It's just something about Patrick Wilson.
And Cole bringing up the fact that he hates Patrick Wilson. That's a shot
That's
for
a
the
shot
audience.
for your audience right there, guys. Like I know I harp on it a lot, and if you guys like him, he's been in some decent stuff, but I don't know what it is. It's just one of those weird things. Like it's like with Rob for the longest time, he just had huge hate hard on for Paul Rudd.
I can see that.
Yeah, which it kind of makes sense. Paul Rudd's not everybody's cup of tea.
He's kind of like he does have like that smug sense about him.
Yeah,
like,
kind of just.
you know?
I mean, yeah. Especially, did you ever watch the Between Two Ferns movie?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like, what kind of advice could you give to other actors trying to hide their Jewishness? Or it's like, and are you still practicing? It's like, I'm not still practicing. I perfected it.
Well, dude, I have a stupid fact about me. These fucking burpees. Hang on, give me a sec. Are you done? Okay. So I have a stupid fact about me about actors that I hated for no reason for a long
Yeah.
time. I hated Seth Rogen for a long time.
I could see that.
Only like for the dumbest reason. I know why.
The laugh.
No, it's not even that.
Sorry.
Bad impression shot.
Bad impression shot. Oh,
No,
yeah,
I hated Seth Rogen because he got to have sex in a movie. I watched Knocked Up, and I was like, "Oh, he gets to have sex with
Katherine Heigl?
With Katherine Heigl, like, not that Katherine Heigl's fuck Katherine Heigl. She sucks.
yeah, from everything I've read and heard about, like, yeah.
yeah, like she actually is a shitty person. But
Who was also in a movie with Gerard Butler.
that's true. But yeah, like no, I just didn't like him because he got to hook up.
Stupidest fucking reason.
I know, like,
but at
it's
least
dumb.
but at least it's a reason where I cannot pinpoint why I do not like
Yeah.
Patrick Wilson. Like I
Well, dude, that's the thing. It was like I love Seth Rogen now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he's one of my favorites. But yeah, it was just the dumbest fucking thing.
Well, same thing with me with like Will Ferrell growing up. Like I just did not care for Will Ferrell whatsoever until I watched him in Stranger Than Fiction, which is one of his more dramatic roles.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, all right, let me go back and start watching some stuff. So like the Talladega Nights and Step Brothers and yeah.
I can already tell like this episode sounds so much better.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no fucking like pops or.
I'm excited for my headphones and stuff to show up once I finally am able to fucking get it taken care of instead of working my goddamn ass off.
Having this goddamn jib arm.
I am so jealous right now, although I do feel kind of like a rock star a little bit with just like holding it in my fucking hands.
But like I'll put, you see how I put mine like on the bar? Also, yours is going to be on the opposite side.
Fuck yeah.
So
it's going to be dope.
Yeah. I'm excited.
So fucking dope.
Hi, upside down dog.
Fucking dope.
I'll probably cut all that, but still though, like, yeah, I actually am really excited because this is like this is going to be the best sounding episode.
Oh yeah.
So far.
Oh yeah. So
especially with
good.
these internal pop filters and all this shit.
I love it.
Oh, it's so good.
So good you can pick up the mow in the background. And that is our review. 5 stars.
5 stars. God, I'm such a Road fanboy. Please sponsor me, Road. I love you guys.
Road.
Hi, big boy.
Road is fucking hard.
With Rain of Fire.
Rain of Fire. So we are watching a movie where dragons emerge from the center of the earth and end up taking over the earth because, well, they're fucking dragons.
Yeah.
And we're fucking people. And so it's kind of post-apocalyptic with,
What time period?
Set in 2020. So it goes from 2008 to 2020.
Oh.
Yeah. So we've missed
All right.
it. We missed it. It's already happened.
It's happened.
Yeah.
This is history.
This is history, all right? This is history right now, which they will bring up certain history things. And I'll point it out when it comes up. It's a really fun scene.
This is going to be pretty fun.
Well, also, so this can also lead to more bad impressions, a few more drinks in me, and I will try Matthew McConaughey again.
Yeah.
That's half the reason
Well,
I got his
course.
book on Audible.
Yeah.
Is because one, I knew it'd be fucking insane because it's Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
And two, it's him narrating it, so kind of
it's so good.
yeah, and it's just, you can just hear you can hear him pretty much jerking himself off the entire time. He's just so happy and so proud of how the book turned out.
The one thing that pissed me off was like, or one thing I regret, which pissed me off.
Yeah.
But one thing I regret was not transferring to U of T so I could have Matthew McConaughey as my professor.
Dude, yeah, man, that was a thing.
I missed out. Like I would love to go to class every day and be like, fuck yeah, I got.
All right, today we're gonna be talking about some films.
All right, so we're talking about films, and these are films that I starred in. Not necessarily good ones, but these are ones that need to be made. The romantic comedy, they're for the women, right?
So right, ladies. I'm sorry for some of the gentlemen too.
Some of the gentlemen too. Yeah, we all love love, right? We all love love.
Well, I gotta say, actually, he has actually quoted as saying, "Jesus, yeah, no." Like I really liked Matthew McConaughey as a kid growing up because my mom made me watch a lot of romantic comedies, and he was just fun. But he has a quote saying that it's actually harder to do romantic comedies as opposed to like dramas because hey buddy,
Mo.
because
There's Mo.
Because dramas are ups and downs. You're here, you're there, you're feeling this, you're sad, you're happy, you're angry. Whereas with how do you put it? Like with romantic comedies, it's just nothing but on the clouds the entire time. You just got to keep it up the entire time. If you try to bring it down a little bit, it's going to take it away. It's going to ruin the magic. Oh God!
Those of you who heard Mo being in the background,
that was our
fuck.
third.
Well, there's a bingo for me.
There's a bingo for you, and there's a third host right there.
There he is. There's that Mo wagging his tail.
Being
a happy dog.
Happy dog, hitting everything.
My big
Cheesing it up.
Longtime listeners know Mo is an 11-year-old lab. He's an old boy.
Oh boy, just like the movie.
Yeah, he's just an old boy, and he's still full of love.
Oh
He's
yeah.
just full of love. Where's your good boy? Here's my buddy. Who's my buddy? He's got the widest teeth I've ever seen on a dog.
I noticed that. It's
Yeah.
like, damn man, I gotta take up your regimen.
Well, he gets a minty after every meal. So he gets his breakfast, and he gets a breakfast minty, which are dentist sticks, and then he gets
What?
dentist sticks.
Oh, I thought you said dentist sticks.
Dentist dicks.
Dentist dicks.
No. Dentist.
0 out of 10 dentists recommend using this product.
But that one.
Except for that one guy though, he's like, yeah.
Yeah. My dentist dick? Okay. All right. He's the one that won't kill himself. But, actually, like we trigger warning, 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 trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
So a couple of my friends and I were looking up job like professions with the most like the highest suicide rate.
As one does, casually hanging out with their friends. Like,
with us and our friends.
Yeah.
And like one of them was so I thought like I'm pretty sure dentist is like second.
Yeah, I think farmer's the highest.
No.
It's not?
No, I can't remember what the highest
I do know that farmers are up there though.
No, I know. I think I thought it was dentist, but I think that's second. But there was also like we were looking up professions with the highest like alcohol addiction rates and stuff like that. We were looking through. It was like, of course, kitchen workers and all that shit, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like we're going through. It was like, all right, highest rates is film employees. So I was like, fuck. And it was like musicians.
Fuck.
Teachers. Fuck. It's like everything I can do. It's like, yeah. It was like they're the biggest alcoholics. I'm like, God damn it!
Explains so much.
No matter what I do, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Well, samesies.
Yeah.
Kitchen worker. Oh yeah, we're watching a movie.
I have nothing to add about that. I literally don't know anything about.
Well, okay. I can. This is where I can kind of pick up the slack on that. I know that Matthew McConaughey has a little campy in it. He does talk about it in his book.
I like campy.
Where the studio got mad because he shaved his head, but he just decided to go with that for the character. He also like did some weird training because he's fucking Matthew McConaughey. He can't just like hit a fucking gym.
Yeah. Where
he'd like wrestle his cows, and he'd run barefoot across like the sand to try to like build up, because dragons spit fire. Fire is hot. So if I run until he had to stop because he like burned his fucking feet like a first degree. Yeah, so he went really hard for this. Christian Bale he's Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
He's allowed to use his actual accent, which is tight.
Oh, that's good. That'll be fun to hear.
Yeah, I am curious because it's been so long since I've seen it. I remember liking it as a kid, but I also had terrible music taste as a kid, or music and movie taste as a kid. I think I was mostly just excited to actually see a movie because it's one of the few that we actually owned, and so I can just watch it again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
Nearest Blockbuster was 3 hours away in Salt Lake City. Yeah, when Netflix came out, that was a godsend. Booyah! Cole brought up the facts from small town. Consistency is key.
Here's that one. Well, these are only for.
Only for podcast bingo.
Well, yeah. So I got to erase those once I'm done with the Infinity Pool episode.
Infinity Pool.
But God, I gotta pee. All right, you. Now I'm doing this to you. You talk for.
I vamp.
You vamp while I take a piss.
That's the correct term, vamping. It comes from the old English term vampire, because vampires are known to be very chatty back in the day, which is interesting when it comes to being portrayed on film, especially early in the days with like Bela Lugosi and all that shit, where they were more particular with their words. It was a great way of breaking away from the true history. I mean, it's a great way of taking liberty with the actual history of the fact that vampires do exist and they're real and they're everywhere. And what the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. Felt like something fucking fell. Jesus. Oh, hey, Mo. But, that's just the way it is sometimes. Now, Rain and Fire, Matthew McConaughey's got a beard. He's looking jacked. Christian Bale's going to do that obvious thing that he always fucking does, where he's like, I'm just going to lose a whole bunch of fucking weight for it, till he saw that fucking Matthew McConaughey was all built up and stuff, and they're supposed to have like a fight sequence towards the end of it, and so it only makes sense for him to put on like, more muscle and all that, which he's capable I get why you'd make the choices to like lose weight or gain weight, put on weight and all that for a role and all that, but like sometimes you just gotta calm the fuck down, man. I mean, it's all right. I mean, I appreciate you going hard, but like with the machinist, like there's just too much. That was disgusting. It's like, my God, I mean, but I guess also I do appreciate it. An actor going that hard, really just conveying the actual character and embodying it, literally embodying it totally. So that's going to be fun. I think I got a decent amount of vamping, which one has to do sometimes.
All right. Well, I'm excited to listen to it on the playback, but excited and scared.
And scared. Don't worry, just revealing deep, dark secrets into my subconscious. The darkest of secrets.
The darkest.
Things you don't talk about in public.
Don't be afraid to get your lips right up onto the microphone.
Like this.
Yes. There's an internal pop filter so we can talk like right into it.
That is so cool.
I know.
I'm breathy as hell.
Dude, it's like the best.
I also like that you can hear the hairs from my mustache tickling against it. Also my little soul patch thing. I don't know what the fuck this is called.
Yeah. It kind of get like stuck in there.
Yeah, it's like an fuck.
Yeah. God, having new equipment is just so much
nice.
fun.
So much fun. It's so nice.
Now that you actually have a podcast mic and not a fucking condenser microphone.
A condenser mic with like 2 different fucking pop filters because I'm popping my peas all the time.
Yeah.
So
So I'm excited for this movie. This will be the first time I see it, which I have already.
I'm also looking forward to like revisiting like I remember like enjoying the set design and the costumes a lot with how it was conveyed. Kind of like if I remember correctly, there's a lot of like almost like things are kind of just burnt all the time in a way, like kind of representing the dragons and stuff. If I remember correctly, a lot of like darker tones, like more like blacks and darker browns and shit like that.
All right, right on.
If I remember correctly, but it's also been I don't want to talk. It's all right. It's been
a while.
It's been a while, about 12 years.
And it's been a while
since I saw this piece of shit. I'm pretty sure it's actually. I think I'm going to enjoy it again still.
Yeah, like apparently, like we were saying in the beginning, it's a sleeper. Like
yeah,
this is.
I mean, it's got. I mean, back at the time, decently rendered dragons. You got Matthew McConaughey, can't pick it up. Christian Bale,
top, A-list actors. So.
Yeah, Gerard Butler, a cool setting, a cool aesthetic. Guns versus dragons and like inner turmoil and stuff like that. It's. Yeah, I mean, I think, sleeper. I think, definitely qualified as a sleeper. I think it's going to be a good time. Definitely going to be some things where we have a bit of a problem with it.
Yeah. Well,
which, I mean,
there's problems with every movie.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I mean, obviously, there's no such thing as because there's one perfect movie.
Shutter Island.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, mark that. That is Fabian mentioning the fact that he somewhat enjoyed Shutter Island. Kind of a slight fan, casual fan, really, if you think about it. Honestly, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think he actually enjoys the film. I think he just likes the name and just knows of the name. And so that's why he's like, oh, yeah, Shutter Island.
That was honestly, Shutter Island was the...
What have I done? It's like when Maddie tried bringing up like in Matt Foley, like run, bitch.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, my bad. I said Matt Foley.
Well, Matt Foley's fun. Nah, it's Mick Foley.
It's Mick Foley thinking
what did you do?
Thinking about the guy in a Van Empire.
Yeah.
Just missing.
Dude, Shutter Island is like, that was the first movie I watched where I really thought like film is art.
Ooh, what's first I think? Film is art. First movie I saw, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Thoroughly enjoyed every second of that. Watched it with my Mormon friends. That's right, guys. Cole mentioned being Mormon. That's a shot. You're welcome. We watched it right after Paranormal Activity.
Nice.
And they were more upset by Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, I bet they were.
It's like, that was terrifying. I'm like, that was amazing.
That was the best.
I'm going to listen to the ever-living fuck out of this soundtrack for just years to come. Oh my God. I didn't know you could do that. I already love Tim Curry.
Y'all can stay dumb and repressed. Yeah. I'm going to open my mind to different things.
Open to different things. And also, it's just fucking Tim Curry. He's the goddamn best. I love him so much. Like, yeah, loved him in Clue, loved him in Fern Gully. We're still talking about other things besides Rain of Fire, but we're doing what we can to fill in the time because, I mean, you mostly just gotta fucking see. He's got to see it to be able to talk about it.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing, but I love the cast. I think the cast looks it looks like it's going to be a fun time, and I'm excited.
yeah.
I love dumb, campy shit. You guys know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Love dumb campy shit. It's people versus dragons.
So it's
In the distant future, the year 2020.
Yeah, the distant year 2020.
Although in the trailer, if I remember correctly, I was rewatching the trailer. It says 2084, but like no, they established it's only 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it teaches us so much about the future. Well, it's set 4 years in the past.
It's from 4 years ago. Yeah, man, but it's just letting you know.
Anyway, yeah, we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Rain of Fire. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a dumb, fun, campy episode. And that brings me to the sponsor of this episode. This episode is sponsored by Hopkins Brewing Company. It's a little brewing company down in Sugar House. It's a little bit south of Salt Lake, and it's a low-key brickline brew pub. And they have amazing merch, amazing beers. Cole, you had a beer today. What did you drink?
I tried out one of the new brewers' main beers. He's been doing small batch wise. It's called the Spidey Senses Red IPA. This is a delightfully like dry, but not to the point where like like where you're chewing on hops, but like nice dry, slight hoppy back with a slightly smooth, sweet finish. It really does get the senses tingling. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I tried that one as well. It's a little bit darker, and I like it. It's a kind of a heavier beer. Sits with you a little bit, but if you like that darker IPA style, you'll love that beer.
Oh yeah,
and
it's a great beer to sip on. Honestly, it slows me down. Some of the other beers, I'm like, here we go. This one's like, all right, we're just gonna enjoy this one.
For sure. It's a very good beer to just sit back and take your time.
Sit back,
just have an easy night.
Read some Animorphs, sit in your corner.
I would have said read a comic book, but
I'm still waiting for a few new comic books to come out. There's a lot of big events going out, so they got it spaced out like months in between, which pisses me off. So in between then, I'm just rereading books I read as a child when I lived right next to the library.
So yeah, shout out to Hopkins. Thank you for sponsoring this episode, and we will be back after we watch Rain of Fire. All right. Dude. I can see why that was a sleeper. That movie was fucking awesome.
I'll be honest, it was a lot better than I remembered it being. That was a thoroughly enjoyable movie.
It's so much fun. The CGI held up really, really well. Surprising for 2002.
Yeah, for a over 20-year-old movie.
Yeah. So that and the production value, everything you see on screen, the money's on screen, and it rocked, dude. The cast is stellar, and I enjoyed the story. Everybody was believable. Well, that's what happens when you have an A-list cast, but but yeah, no, it fucking rocked. That was a blast.
That was a fun movie. I think because it didn't do so well in the American box office, I'm like, okay, this is obviously just a shitty movie. It's also from my past. I'm like, it's obviously a shitty movie.
Yeah,
but
when you think about it.
No, that was a lot of fun. Matthew McConaughey wasn't too campy. His eye acting was on point.
Yeah. That desperation, that
desperate, wild-eyed, obsessive stare.
Yeah. No, he had that on point.
Yeah,
but just a fun, solid movie. I honestly had no expectations. I knew nothing about it going in, and just had a blast. It was just so much fun.
I forgot about the score. The score definitely gives you some old-timey Knights vibes, but it's
got a big epic style
sweeping score where it's a lot of the time it feels like Knights of the Round Table dealing with dragons, but it's
I do kind of have the sneaking suspicion why it was kind of maybe it bombed because I don't know, 2002, that might have been the height of the Lord of the Rings, kind of taking the whole fantasy. Maybe they were trying to capitalize on that in some way, but maybe that was just kind of people were seeing it it was in that sense. But no, it has a lot of depth to it. It's really fun. Bringing everything into the modern, quote unquote modern times.
Yeah, quote unquote.
But yeah, no. So let's get into the notes. What do I got in my notes?
First thing I got noticed is that using the nitrous to cool Budweiser, and my biggest question, I mean, which is cool. It's cool. It's like awesome,
Yeah.
make those beers cold, but also Budweiser in London.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Clear product placement, but like I don't think the Brits are going for that.
No, it's not even canned shit.
And all tall boys too. Like there's some big ass fucking beers.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, they are minors.
I mean, they are minors.
They're minors.
Minors, not minors.
Not minors. What else again? So we'll get to mine in a minute.
Mostly just being surprised that the Borg Queen was playing the mom from First Contact. Yeah, Star Trek. It was like, oh shit. Oh yeah, no, she's awesome. She brings a certain level of like seriousness and gravitas to performances.
Okay, I didn't know that. I haven't seen First Contact. So.
Oh, dude, that's like one of the best ones. It's so goddamn good.
Okay, I'll have to check that out then.
Yeah, it's got James Cromwell. It's directed by Frakes. It's a lot of fun. It involves like
Okay.
the past and stuff. It's really, really cool. Data's got an awesome storyline behind it. And then, yeah, her as a Borg Queen is just an incredibly interesting villain and character. So,
Right on. I'll have to check that out.
yeah, so saw her. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, it's fucking awesome. Hell yeah. I forgot that she was in this for like all of like 5 seconds and then somehow dies somehow.
Yeah, it's kind of glossed over.
Yeah, like when she wasn't burned. So was she like
Like
clawed or...
I think like the dragon climbed up the elevator and like made it come off its hinges, like or something, whatever.
Or did the dragon just climbed up the elevator and then she got a really bad case of being the protagonist's mother?
Yes, exactly.
Also, that was another thing that I was trying to figure out is, so how old do you think the kid was when the Dragons first came out? Because it was only 12 years later and Christian Bale looks considerably older.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I was thinking like maybe the kid was 12, 13, like at the oldest.
Well, he was smoking already.
And I know he said I wasn't smoking, I was drinking. Also sassy as hell as a fucking kid.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking kind of
That's
teenager.
what I love. And you gotta have some sass.
Oh yeah, just completely like,
Always,
yeah,
always. Sass is always approved.
sass on everybody. So like I'm guessing that Christian Bale's supposed to be like 25 in this movie, I think,
Something like that. Yeah.
which then makes his son, quote unquote, even like a little bit weirder because like the son's like clearly like 15, 16. So it was like
Yeah.
a 9-year difference. But like they make it work. They're able to play it off pretty well. But just I was just trying to figure out like, well, how fucking old was he when this all started?
I don't think they thought that much about it.
Weird.
No. This action movie about dragons and Matthew McConaughey being swole as fuck.
Dude, right?
Dude, he was jacked.
Jacked as
He was
hell.
jacked Matthew McConaughey, tattoos, and peak Matthew McConaughey.
Make back McConaughey. He's got the beard going on, rocking it pretty well. Definitely made the right choice with cutting his hair, shaving it off.
Yeah. I've got a couple bits about that in my notes. What else you got so far?
Mostly just like the child negligence of sending a child into a quote unquote void.
Yes.
Yeah, just like, how about you go in there then? And just,
I was like, all right. Well, he's small enough.
I mean, he was small enough. He
can see
definitely
where this
fit.
is
It's like,
going.
oh yeah, and then like
I knew immediately where this was going as soon as he was looking in the hole and he's like, turns around, there's a kid, Christian Bale, and he's like, oh, the kid's going in the hole.
oh, go in the hole. Get in the
That
hole.
kid's going in the hole.
Get in the hole. And then just, I like how they brought up the fact that, so dragons are out for a while. He's writing down notes, and he immediately just suggests that dragons are the ones that killed the dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah, that's like...
Like it's really just barely touched on. It's like really kind of just glossed over. It's like, and we believe that the dragons killed the dinosaurs. Anyway,
okay. New wild theory.
wild theory. Like, the one force of dragons underground. Like,
Those
okay.
of you in the comments, let us know what how you think the dinosaurs died. Was it dragons? Was it a big brain from space? Excuse me. Was it a big brain from space? Was it God? Was it a meteor? Who knows? Might have been all of them.
A plague.
on both your houses.
I'm playing on both your houses.
What else you got?
Mostly just enjoyed the Star Wars bit. Like I remembered that bit, and I thoroughly enjoyed
was
that. It was really well
I
done.
wrote that down too.
Especially that's when he kind of piped up that like, yeah, Christian Bale just fucking sells shit so damn well. He's such a great actor. If albeit an asshole, but
Yeah.
like, really just like brought it all, performed it hard, and then like also Jerry Butts is charming as fuck in this. Like that's
he's
early
really
2000s Gerard Butler, where you're like all
I need
right.
a little bit more Gerard Butler, but I think he was a good supporting character. He
Definitely.
Yeah, he needed just like a little bit more of a push, but I think I don't know where you would put him in that sense in this movie. It's tight. It's a very tight.
Well, yeah, it's definitely very concise.
It's like
although the end does kind of speed things
it?
up a little bit.
it did. What is it? An hour 41.
Yeah, hour 41, almost
So
2 hour movie.
it still feels a little tight, story wise. Well, not story wise, character wise.
Character wise.
Story wise, I thought it was fine.
Yeah, they definitely kind of like, okay, well, don't want to jump straight into the ending yet, but
I didn't even realize that the lady Alex was the helicopter pilot until like the very end. I was like, where did she go? And then I was like, oh, she's actually been in it. Oh,
I've been in the whole time.
she's been here the whole time.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time, flying the helicopter, watching men jump to their deaths.
That was kind of. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, or paying that close attention.
I mean, like I kept track of that, but mostly I just like, speaking of her being the helicopter pilot, the whole scene where you got the guys jumping out to cage the dragon, with like what looked like chain link fence nets.
Yeah, electrified chain link net fences
that go around the wings. I mean, that was a really fun sequence itself. I mean,
it was cool. Like it was really cool. I like it. Kind of reminded me of Godzilla 2014 with the Halo jumping and everything.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I also like that, like, they didn't pull out in time. Like, the one dude just straight up just
fell. Crashes right into the goddamn ground. It's like, poof,
I'm like, all right on.
Yeah, like they definitely go for a lot of fun, cool deaths here, which is really, really cool. Although that does make me wonder, why don't they always wear the fireproof suits?
It's true. Anytime you're outside.
Yeah, like they show up like
them.
with their little fire truck. No, fire ambulance.
Yeah, let's go with fire ambulance.
Fire ambulance. Their fire ambulance
It's
out.
like the water suppression.
Systems and all that. But which also, where are they getting the water?
It's a very good question.
There's a lot of things.
They are right next to the ocean. They're in Ireland.
Yeah, but it's just like a few things like resources wise. When I'm kind of wondering where they get it, like all the electricity to be running those big ass fucking spotlights in the middle of the night to have a party.
Right.
Access to music playing equipment for them to have said party, water,
right, and even
gasoline
if they're running,
for the vehicles,
and even if they're running everything on generators, like gasoline, for the vehicles, all the generators, everything.
Oh, sorry, petrol, because this is.
Petrol.
Petrol, because it's across the pond.
Yeah. Well, that's a good question too, but I don't think.
But also, like suspension of disbelief, kind of just like
with a movie like this is like
just
who the
go
fuck
with
is thinking
it,
about that
yeah.
shit?
Assholes trying to do a podcast about movies.
Very true. Very true.
Oh man, what else did the fact that they ran out of ammo reminded me of when we saw 28 Weeks Later, where it's like this wouldn't be a problem if this was set in America. There'd be guns everywhere.
Days and yes.
Days. We always say weeks.
28 Weeks Later is the
sequel.
The sequel.
Yeah.
Well, we'll watch it, and then you can get your quotes right. You can get your references.
I get my references.
Right.
Okay, 28 Days Later, like I said, back then when we watched it, like had this been in America, there would be you wouldn't have to run around with a goddamn baseball bat for the zombie apocalypse. You wouldn't run out of ammo in your castle.
Right.
But also you wouldn't be in a castle, which seems another like fun old-timey like Knights of the Round Table.
Unless you're in San Antonio.
Unless you're in San Antonio.
Well, that's not even a castle, it's just a church. What was
I mean, taking place in San Antonio would have made Matthew McConaughey's appearance make a lot more sense.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of the thing that happened there.
The Alamo?
Yes, the Alamo. That.
I think I remember that.
God, I almost forgot it. Shit. Man.
I do enjoy the classic, English, British, European line of like the only thing worse than dragons, Americans.
Nice.
Thoroughly
Yeah, that
enjoyed
was
that.
good.
Yeah, it's like yeah, you got us. Yeah, no, we're pretty shitty. But also, I think I might have missed it, but I'm still not entirely sure what Matthew McConaughey and all of his troops were doing there, because they're the Kentucky Irregulars.
They flew over to hunt the male.
Yeah,
They were hunting the male, is what I think.
I think that's what I gleaned from it. Is like they kind of made the theory that like they're hunting the male, the one dude. That lucky dragon. Just going to go around shooting his stuff all over.
Dude, he just gets to blow his load on eggs.
Eggs all day long and then just eat some of them just because they're fucking starving.
Because he's in the... yeah, she's just in the way.
Yeah, it's just... it'd be a tiny fucking thing.
Yeah. Which makes no sense why he was the biggest, because typically in the animal kingdom,
women are usually a lot bigger. Like especially like with like lion prides and stuff like that. Like
and females do the hunting. On all that shit. Males do fucking jack all.
Although it does make sense with like there being the one male, because usually like in a pride there's just the one male for like every 7.
Yeah, well, that does make
females, but also like were they only making female dragons after that? No more male dragons popping up?
Yeah, they're running off of Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park rules.
Yeah,
pretty much. Although they're not reproducing asexually,
right?
Which did happen in the Godzilla movie, but in the Godzilla 1999, that Godzilla was a dude.
I wrote that down because I was like, oh. This movie did remind me about that. I was like, oh, I should write that movie over. That should be on our bad movie list.
Oh, that's definitely a bad movie. Which
Chris Papadopoulos?
Chris Papadopoulos? Oh, fucking good God.
No, it's Nick Papadopoulos. Nick Papadopoulos.
Panopodop.
Nice. Yeah, but I did write that one down. I wrote down a couple movies. We'll get to that in a sec.
Yeah.
What's on the tail end of your
list? Tail of my notes, because after a while I really just started digging the movie and kind of just like watching it, getting towards the tail end, which is what usually happens.
I did too.
With the movies, like, this was one's like taking notes, serious notes, but mostly like touching back on like just the color scheme and everything behind it. How it was like it all looked very burnt and ashy the entire time.
It's got a lot of that Dark Souls vibe where it's like everything's mostly gray, but then the fire just like stands out
so much more because of the entire like scale behind it and everything. I also like that all the adults were wearing a lot more of the darker, muted colors. Yeah, but the children were in like a lot lighter colors. Kind of
they had those light blues.
Light blues, like a bit more of a brighter future behind it, which is really kind of cool. And I'm kind of like, I think they're trying to build up behind it, especially because that's Christian Bale's character thing is just trying to like survive, keep everybody alive, keep everything going, keep the hope alive, perform Empire Strikes Back for a bunch of kids, and then end on the worst fucking cliffhanger, which is Vader admitting that he's Luke's father. He's like, all right, time for bed.
I thought you were talking about the end of the movie. I was like, no.
That wasn't a cliffhanger. No.
It got closed off pretty good. It was like
closed off pretty.
It was
well.
pretty. Yeah, it was. God damn it. It had a pretty tight ending. So.
Yeah, and I'm also just going back to the Star Wars bit because I thoroughly enjoyed that. It's like, did you make that up? Yes, I did.
I did. Yeah, it was really good.
And then, the surprise Joffrey. Forgot Joffrey was in this. It's like,
yeah.
Which is funny because, 2 years later, he's going to go be in Batman Begins with Christian Bale.
4 years later.
4 years later, that's right. Either way.
Still, though. Well, baby Joffrey.
Well, baby Joffrey.
I think we're like the same. I think he's like a couple days older than me or something.
Weird.
Yeah.
Ugh. What a terrible role to be casted in, because you're always going to be known for that.
Yeah, he's always going to be Joffrey. Which sucks because he's actually, like, in real life, he's like one of the best human beings. Or at least I've heard.
Well, that's probably why he's able to play off such a fucking evil asshole.
True.
Like a lot of people who do villains are actually like super fucking nice. I think like Mark Strong's like an actually incredibly like nice human being, but perfect goddamn villain.
Yeah, and like Willem Dafoe.
It's actually Willem Defriend.
Yeah, Defriend. All right.
That's pretty much it. Like on my notes. After that, it was just mostly just watching and then like really being captivated and sucked in with McConaughey's performance of.
Yeah, he was
like
just
almost
unhinged.
Yeah, unhinged. Like Habby.
Yeah,
like level of obsession.
definitely.
Like,
Yeah, he's got that Ahab.
yeah, he's got like the wild, obsessive eyes behind it, which is really, 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 really cool.
So let's see. I've got offering kids cigarettes.
Well, it's London in
it's London in
2008.
8. So I had that. So I wrote down American Psycho ripped. So like Christian Bale's pretty ripped, but he's not Patrick Bateman ripped.
No.
So he's still strong. He's got his muscles on, but he's kind of not leaned out. He's
Well, he's in between
a
American.
little bit more natural than like,
Yeah.
intense.
Well, it's because he originally started off trying to go like skinnier. This is what I was vamping about while you were away from the mic. He originally wanted to make it go skinnier because that's one thing Christian Bale just loves fucking doing, is losing way too much goddamn weight.
Which would make a lot of sense with this movie. With
Because kind of starving and all that was what he was thinking. But then Matthew McConaughey showed up and he's like, boom. He's
fucking jacked as shit.
yeah, and he's like, well, we're gonna have a fist fight at some point, and like it would make
all
no
right.
sense for. He's like, so I guess I'm just gonna start. So he's like in between American Psycho and Batman, because in Batman he's not like as ripped, but he's bulky.
No, he's built. Yeah, he's more naturally buff. Like I'd say like if you're that lean, like American Psycho lean, like you're fucking starving yourself. You're going insane with it. But like when you're buff like that in Batman, like he's built like that's a little bit more natural to how a person would be building muscle and being strong. So
So he's like riding between that, which is awesome, and just the fact that he insists on always fucking with his weight for every goddamn role.
he's going to die.
He's going to. It's like Tom Cruise is going to die trying to make a fucking Mission Impossible movie for us, and Christian Bale's going to end up like starving himself to death.
At least Tom Cruise is going to live to like 65 or some shit, and he's going to die doing some stunt. But
Yeah.
Christian Bale's going to die soon. he's
He's got to start being. He's got to start being a lot more selective with his roles.
You can't do that to your body for however long he's been doing it without repercussions.
I mean, at least he went for the more of the fat suit for the Dick Cheney movie. I think it was called Vice.
Vice, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
He didn't get American Hustle fat. It's like, fuck, dude.
Fucking calm down, man. You're already a great actor. You don't got to do that.
Yeah. Well, like Tom Hanks in fucking Castaway, like that role from him doing that shit, being fat and then getting that skinny and starving himself, gave him diabetes.
Yeah, which is oh my god. But also great job. Fucking shout out Tom Hanks.
Also shout out Tom Hanks. We'll have to throw Castaway on the list. Okay, so next thing.
That is the only like Tom Hanks impression I can do is from Castaway, and it's just yelling Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson.
In 2020, we're back in castles, but they were in Ireland.
But they're in Ireland, so yeah.
It's kind of like it plays up to the aesthetic though, with the dragons and the castles. It was kind of fun.
Yeah,
yeah. I also get like the castles and like the underground and everything. That was kind of cool. Shakespearean Star Wars. Let's see. Oh yeah. And I wrote down, and there goes the crop, you fucking idiots. Because you're like, oh, we're going to go out and do some stupid shit. I don't know.
They're looking to escape and go somewhere else, but they decided to stop by the crop plantation to like
steal some
food for the trip for them.
And then the fucking dragon came and was like, well, I'm burning all your food now.
Which is exactly what Jerry Butler was saying when they're talking about leaving. Is like, you do realize that if you leave, you're going to endanger this community by you guys leaving. You're going to draw attention. Like,
yeah.
You guys are being completely selfish fucking dickheads.
And the dragon came and burned all the food.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. And that was the first thing. It's like, and there goes the crop, you fucking idiots. I wrote Damn 2002 for the CGI. And I was like,
yeah.
That kept up like really
well. They worked really hard to get
up.
the... I think they used a lot of what was done in Jurassic Park: The Lost World, because when it comes to doing scales and things like that, it's a lot harder to do with CGI because it can look a little. What I was reading, it can get really fucky and stretchy, depending on how you do it. So they actually had to kind of tweak with it and work with it for a little bit, so it didn't actually end up having all those weird rendering issues.
Okay, yeah,
yeah, just because scales and all the different like layers and lights and stuff behind them normally. So they did a really good job with keeping that up. Actually, I was surprised. I mean, a little bit of the age was showing a little bit, Just kind of, it seemed a little, at least to me, it seemed a little like juxtaposed from everything else, but it was still
Sometimes.
pretty good. Like at times,
sometimes
certain
there
points.
was like a couple shots where it was like, especially like the last one with the last dragon shot with Christian Bale, like
Yeah.
as he's face to face with the dragon. That one was a little iffy, but most of it, like all the
for the most,
flybys.
oh yeah,
all
they
the
played it
burns
really
and
well
all
with
the-
like all the backgrounds and stuff going on with really helping it
and I like
blend
this,
in.
and the smoke. Like you can always hide shit behind smoke and clouds and everything. But I think they did a really, really good job with the CGI in this movie.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely think they did. I also like how like the dragon corpse, I believe, was actual like a physical prop, which was cool to work around.
Yeah, it looked practical, and it looked really, really good.
Yeah, no, it was, it was definitely well done. It was a lot of fun. The fire was also really well done. Really, really cool.
Yeah, all the internal fire, like when they're running, when Christian Bale's running through the bottom of the castle as it's all burning and stuff, like that was all practical, and that looked fucking great.
Oh yeah, no, it's really. Or also like just some like a lot of the shots alone are just like the contemplative, like when he's like kind of scratched, like not scrouched, crouched over. He's scrouched over. He's all
Scrunched
scrouched
down.
He's all scrunched down and scrouched over, like but like also next to the fire and all that, just like just dealing with the repercussions of everything that just happened because of the dragon attack.
It was a very well shot movie. Like, congrats to the cinematographer. Like, it was a very, very well shot movie. Okay, what else do we got? Fish Boy. No, wait.
Fish boy,
Fish Boy.
fish boner.
All right, let's see. Damn 2002, and they're still printing magazines. Oh, the montage of like Time magazine with all the dragons is like,
Yeah.
is this the end?
Is
It's
this
like
the end? It's
you're
like-
still printing magazines and shit. Well, is this the end? Oh,
So like,
like,
described
who the
as a
fuck is
dragon.
gonna buy a Time magazine?
Yeah.
Like, if this is the end, who the fuck is buying a Time magazine right now?
It's just like a fun little way of like doing an exposition.
Why are you
but-
still? No, I know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but it's just like, really, guys? Like, we're gonna. Well, oh, man, I think this is the end. We better type all this up,
better fucking write an entire.
and also make sure we're getting awesome goddamn shots.
And don't
of, like,
forget
dragons
about
burning shit up.
about the ad space, because we need Gillette razors to be on page 3. Some dumb shit like that. Fucking A. I wrote, well, damn. I think that was yeah, because my next one, yeah. So I wrote, well, damn, when they brought down the dragon, because that was like just silence, and it was really fun and really intense, and like there's a lot of really good suspense in this movie that just
Yeah, which is what I also what I appreciate about the dragons, because the dragons aren't like super prevalent throughout the whole movie. Like they're just the constant, like literally overhead tension
Right.
at all times. With also the inner conflict and inner turmoil between Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey's characters, because Christian Bale wants to keep his people safe, and Matthew McConaughey is obsessed and wild and wants to take down this fucking dragon.
he wants to take him out. Like they're both looking toward the future. Like they
Yeah.
both want a future for humanity. They're just going about it different ways.
Yeah, completely different and opposite ways.
And like, I really appreciate that. It's got a little bit of that sense where the less you see of the monster, the more scary it is, or the more intense it is, which is fun with the dragons. It also gives us time to get invested in the human characters and everything.
Yeah.
Like that's a big. I know that's a big argument with Godzilla movies these days.
Is the human
Is
element.
The human element is like, we don't want to see humans, but the dragons aren't like characters. They're just dragons.
Yeah.
Whereas Godzilla is a character. So
Which is why we're getting Justice League Godzilla, a kaiju version.
yeah. So but yeah, I really like that, like the suspense when the dragons show up, like
They're
there's
like,
an
oh
actual
shit! Like now things are serious.
let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was a lot of fun. Was my okay? So I have Jimi Hendrix. It was like, yeah, because they were playing Jimi Hendrix at the party.
At the party.
At the party. And of course
Like
there's
there's still not hundreds of goddamn dragons, and they're having a
Yeah.
big ass fucking party.
Fucking, I can't remember the song now, but I know it was Hendrix. Playing Fire by Jimi Hendrix. And it was like, yeah, that's a little on the nose, but but it was good. I appreciate the call though.
But also, where are they getting the fucking music?
Very true. Where are they getting the music? How are they playing it? How is it being powered? Also, your phone's on the ground. You were looking for that earlier.
Ah, there you are. Found you.
Found you.
Oh, my thumb.
But yeah, you found it. You got it.
There we go.
You got it?
Yeah.
Did you miss anything?
No. Well, something.
God, my favorite thing is like not looking at my phone for like an entire day and then picking it up and not having a single notification.
That's
Sweet. Awesome. Nobody gives a shit about
nobody wants to
fucking
talk to
cares.
me. Awesome.
Nobody
I get
fucking
it.
cares. Okay.
Nobody cares.
So yeah, Jimi Hendrix. Oh yeah, I wrote down that my last note was Matthew McConaughey looks like Ragnar from Vikings.
Yeah, dude. Pretty much American Ragnar.
Yeah.
He's got a sleeveless fucking military jacket with an American. And
It
also
was
just
like
his
my
axe.
my first thought was like, yeah, I know it's Matthew McConaughey because like we were talking about it. He shaved his head and blah blah blah. But like when I first saw him, I was like, holy shit, it's Ragnar. No, wait, no, that's Matthew.
Wait,
McConaughey.
no,
Okay,
no.
never mind.
Hold on. Oh, no, he's talking now. That's definitely Matthew McConaughey.
But yeah, he looks exactly like the guy that played Ragnar and
What do you think about his ending? Do you think like was it a badass way to go?
It was
or
predictable.
Predictable as fuck.
It was very predictable. As soon as they got up, like they got up to the top of the metro or the train, the metro,
Yeah.
tram, whatever the fuck it was, and they were talking. They were going over the plans, and he pulled out his flask and took a drink. He was like, $10. Matthew McConaughey is going to sacrifice himself.
I did like the bit where it's like, this is water. Christian Bale's expecting beer, like some sort of hooch, and he's like, this is water.
Yeah, that was really good. But yeah, I was gonna say something, but like it was really intense, and I was like, I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to interrupt. But like as soon as they went up there and he was talking, he pulled it out. I really was like, $10. Matthew McConaughey sacrifices himself.
Yep, and he did. Like
And he
just
did.
jumping off of fucking the goddamn thing like a bat out of hell with his.
It was
His
cool.
axe.
It was really cool, and it was really cinematic, but it was unnecessary.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. It's like this.
It was so unnecessary.
Also, he takes the biggest goddamn leap.
He does.
Like-
He fucking goes.
I mean, I guess when you're fucking running on like hot burning desert sands that often, you're able to get some fucking sprints off of that while you're wrestling cows.
Yeah. He fucking leaps.
Jesus Christ, Matthew McConaughey. I mean, that kind of makes sense. A fun and interesting contrast with Christian Bale doing what Christian Bale does, and then have Matthew McConaughey be like, "No, I'm just going to go really hard on this."
Yeah. We got like two of the most polar opposite people in the real
Yeah,
world,
you gotta
but are both method actors.
Yeah, you got a guy that like, yelled at fucking grips and camera guys and shit like that for walking on this like set, and then you also got Matthew McConaughey who got arrested for being stoned and playing the bongos naked.
Yeah.
Never forget, people, that happened.
One person you can walk up and say hi to and get a picture with. The other one might punch you in the face.
Yeah,
Just for
or no, not even punch you in the
just-
face. Just give you a look. Where you're like, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm
just
gonna
just
back up."
for standing there.
Yeah. But they still both
Which
went
I
really
would
fucking
still
hard.
I would still love to meet them both. But
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to meet Matthew McConaughey, even though I think he's a little ridiculous.
he's one of my favorite people in the entire
There's
world.
just something about him, man. He's just got that.
He's the best.
He's got that riz.
He's the best. But I would also love to meet Christian Bale just because, like, I feel like just hanging out with him for like an hour would be a wild experience.
Oh yeah, I feel like definitely. I definitely like learn and grow. I'd be like a lot smarter, more cultured after an hour of hanging out with Christian Bale.
More cultured and more like, holy shit, I know so much more about film already.
Oh my god, I've got so much knowledge. The knowledge, it fills me.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like it'd be wild. Either way, be fun, be a good time.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely gonna be awesome. I'm glad we get the full setup, so we have like 3 just incredibly depressing and heavy fucking movies right in a goddamn row. I'm glad we have
Yeah.
this little break.
This was a very fun, good break movie. To just shit
like,
on.
'cause
and,
what do we
not
got coming-
shit on? Like we haven't shit on it at all. Like this
No.
movie rocked.
Actually, yeah, no, like I shit on it earlier because I'm just basing it off of previous memories, but no, this was just straight up just a fun, good movie.
We added it to the list for this season to be the bad movie that we watched, and it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. The bad movie,
It was
we
so
watched
much
this
fun.
season was Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's probably the
Because we
worst.
got what do we got coming up? Leaving Las Vegas. We got
Shawshank,
Shawshank.
Hereditary, and then Evolution. We're ending on Evolution. You've got us going through Shawshank. No, we're doing Shawshank, then Leaving Las Vegas, then Hereditary,
Oh my god,
then Evolution.
dude, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. Like,
Luckily,
3
we're gonna have the equipment so you can just hear the amount of just like exhaustion and like,
yeah, it's
mental
gonna be
despair.
it's gonna be a hard 3 weeks. This is gonna be rough.
It's gonna be a rough time. So at least we had a nice like
Yeah, we should have like moved this one in between.
probably.
But I also didn't know that this movie was gonna be this much fun.
I had forgotten. I thought it would legitimately be like one of those bad movies, and no, actually, it was a lot of fun.